Have you ever asked yourself, what's the point of praying if nothing is changing? Have you ever believed in Jesus and still watched things fall apart?
You are not alone. First,
we keep praying because Jesus is still Lord, even when life feels out of control.
faith is not based on circumstances.
It is based on who Jesus is.
Hebrews 13:8 says,
Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today,
and forever. If he was faithful then, he is faithful now.
Sometimes we think prayer is about getting quick results.
But prayer is first about relationship. When things aren't going our way, prayer keeps our hearts connected to the one who sees the full picture.
Remember Gethsemane. Jesus prayed, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me." Matthew 26-39.
The cup did not pass.
The cross still came, but the resurrection followed.
Just because God says not yet or even no doesn't mean he has abandoned you.
Sometimes he is preparing something greater than you can see. Second,
we keep believing because faith grows strongest in adversity.
James 1-3 says the testing of your faith produces perseverance. If everything went our way instantly, we would never grow deeper roots.
Storms reveal what we truly stand on.
When Peter stepped out of the boat, Matthew 14:29-31,
the wind didn't stop,
but Jesus was still there.
Even when Peter sank, Jesus caught him. Your struggle does not mean Jesus is absent.
It may be the very place he is teaching you to trust him more. Third, we keep praying because prayer changes us even before it changes our situation.
Sometimes God calms the storm.
Sometimes he calms his child. Paul prayed 3 times for his thorn to be removed, 2 Corinthians 12:8-9. God didn't remove it. Instead, he said, "My grace is sufficient for you."
When we keep praying, our hearts align with God's will. Our perspective shifts.
We begin to see that Jesus himself is the greatest reward, not just the blessings we're asking for.
Fourth, we keep believing because eternity matters more than temporary comfort.
Romans 8:18 says, "The sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the
glory that is to be revealed."
Jesus never promised a trouble-free life. In John 16:33, he said, "In this world you will have tribulation,
but take heart, I have overcome the world." Our faith is anchored in the resurrected Christ.
The cross looked like defeat on Friday.
Sunday proved it was victory.
What feels like loss today may be part of a resurrection story tomorrow.
Faith is not pretending everything is fine. Faith is choosing to trust Jesus in the middle of the pain.
So why keep praying and believing?
Because Jesus is faithful. Because trials grow us. Because prayer transforms us. And because Christ is worthy no matter what. If this message strengthened you,
type Amen as a declaration that you will keep trusting Jesus, even in the waiting.
And subscribe for more Jesus-centered truths that help you stand firm in faith.